I don't get any bonuses there. 9 points of damage.
Okay, that's most definitely it. This guy. I mean, who looks most easy to hit? Probably Tyrexus, since he's on the top of the hill where the other two are kind of down still. So he will shoot at Tyrexus.
Into melee.
He doesn't care.
No. All of these people with ranger levels
I think
piss me
the veterans generally.
really good. Well,
I mean,
it's the attempt that counts, really.
it's the flurrying and the that dim light and everything.
See, he will 5-foot step here and attack Tyrexus.
The spearfighters certainly are more dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
For
Holy
17 points.
fucking crap.
Yeah.
Attacks.
Well, I kind of promised the others. Sort of go like sort of here. Try to discourage any line shenanigans. And then do the Blessing of Fur. Put yourself with the nice color around you, and you now have the Blessing. He himself will take bonuses to saves at the moment. Oh no, to AC.
Okay, put it in your label, please.
Yep. At the end of your turn, you can put something in.
Start of the turn, you
Start. Yeah. Right. Good. Done.
This guy will go poke at Tyrexus. He will power attack. That's a miss. This guy will shoot at Avonix.
Okay, come at me.
And miss. And it's Tyrexus' turn.
Ow. Ow. Poor Tyrexus hurts.
I can help clear some of those up. I'll try.
Hope so. Let's see here. Yeah. So we need to play it smart. Tyrexus will look at this blue dragon and hiss and say, I would have know the name of the one who challenges me. As he tears into these poor Shawanti people around him.
Roll me a sense motive.
Sure.
It's you as you could have been
Again?
as a woman.
You do not get a response apart from a smug, draconic grin. However, you do detect at least a hint of respect in that grin as well. But the dragon says nothing and continues fighting.
He frowns and says, very well then. Then I shall defeat you myself. Let's tear into these creatures around me. I'm gonna start with this Spearfighter 8. And if he dies, I am going to 5-foot step and continue to Spearfighter 9. I'm going to take the bonus to hit and AC for this.
That's true.
Is the bonus only to hit or to damage as well? I forget.
Only hit.
Hits.
Against
Okay.
dragons, it's to hit. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the blessing of further bonus.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a +2 to hit.
Do you have a
So
+4?
put it
dragon?
in your label. If you don't have it. The bite hits, and the first claw finishes off number 8.
Before the bite has bonus damage, I would like to roll first if that kills
Okay.
it off. There's 4 additional lightning damage on the bite.
Not quite. You still
No.
need both attacks.
That's unfortunate. Well, so 8 dies, and then I am going to 5-foot step into where he is.
Okay, 9. That's 18 and 29. Okay, this spearfighter is looking almost down, but he still survives.
He needs to die so much because he hurts like all hell.
He hasn't turned in a long time, though. So.
Yeah, he's 2 Einavox moose. Yeah.
Let's see. This guy, I mean, can't really move too much because then you would attack him, so he's just going to stab you. If I can open an attack frame, please. There we go. Attack. Poke.
Oh God, help!
That's a crit.
Help!
That actually confirms
I need
even
help.
with the AC blessing.
I need help.
Use your dragon Jingasa.
I don't have a dragon Jingasa. People laughed at me when I wanted a Jingasa.
I don't think anyone has one. It's a damn high crit. Are you down though?
Nope.
Because I think that lady just wants to kill you.
But I am perilously close to getting murdered. I have gotten everyone has hit me. Everyone who's attacked me has hit me this round,
Except for the archer.
except for the archer.
I don't think I've rolled lower than a 16 on these spearfighters yet. So yeah.
The AC does nothing.
This is the power of the Moon Clan. Like,
I guess.
soon enough, these will be out.
5-foot step, take the AC bonus, and attack that dude.
You are flanking too.
That is true. What the hell is that?
That's a 2. That doesn't hit.
You can full attack if you find step. No, you can't because of
No, I with my back.
This guy's down. Oh, now it's her turn. Let's see what she can do.
send help.
I'll get to it. He'll be fine.
She will respect your distance, and I need to double check something because spells and stuff. I should be better prepared, I'm sorry. Spellcasters.
Is it spell-like abilities? They work with a HD as caster level and with charisma-based saves.
She does cast a spell at Terexus. Take 10 points of damage as magic missiles strike you.
Ow.
And she'll fly away.
Waiting for her breath to...
I might go down this round.
Not
Unless-
if
unless-
Volnix kills Spearfighter 6.
That would be nice.
Can he, though?
I don't know, can he?
Of course, take an extra attack if you're worried, but... Maybe
Full
plus two-
attack should.
Plus 2 to hit would be...
A +2 to hit full attack should down that guy.
Is DDS here?
He moved, so yeah.
So I
Oh,
assume-
sorry, I was on mute.
Ah, okay.
I'm going for the extra attack, I've decided. So...
Really want to overkill that guy.
Yeah, that guy's gonna have a really bad day.
Do it. Do it.
I'm just entering all the stats in.
Murder! Murder!
Yeah.
Pain and wings.
The
I
wings
mean,
come in last. Boom, boom.
the first bite kills him.
That is some damage on the wings. Holy crap!
It's because
Well, he has the
because I
2d6 bonus.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
get 2d6 to every
I'm
attack.
gonna get that too. It's great when
I
when
wish I
full
could have
attacks.
that.
It burns up your resources so quickly, though.
But well, you need to get that damage in.
Like, I've had to take extra draconic weaponry so I could use it enough.
See, this archer here will shoot at Einovox. Oh, this guy's dead. Attacks.
Fine. Over here.
Thank you.
15. It's not that much, but...
It's it helps.
Doesn't that just effectively double your remaining hit points?
Yes.
That's that.
Let's see, this guy is going to take a 5-foot step back and stab Terexus.
No. I make it.
That's a hit.
No, it's not. AC bonus.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. 26. Almost hit.
The ward of the blessing flares up and just bounces off the spear.
This guy will also shoot at
It's like weird
Terexus.
ethereal spirits that fly around you.
Yeah, it's like
Just
small.
turns into like a plate of some sort of chitin.
Yeah,
and
it's like
then-
small spirit dragons flying around, like turning into plates.
These
Well,
horses are having a really hard time.
you are gonna have a very
should
bad
not
day
show.
now. We are going to full attack, and it's time to murder. We are
Right,
going.
just,
We're gonna start with 9 and then move over to 7, I think. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna start with the claw attacks on 9. So we're gonna do claws first. Whoa! Oops. No, that was correct. Okay.
On number 9, yeah, the second claw.
I forgot the +2 to hit bonus. It should be 17.
Okay, then the first claw would have finished him off.
Okay, the second claw goes into 7 then, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the attack on him as well. Let's do the +2 to hit. Correctly this time, and there we
And
go.
yeah, the bite and the wing are just enough.
Okay.
Inovox.
time to go for the enemy dragon. Or
I was thinking of trying to charge that archer.
you could, but they haven't really proven that dangerous yet.
Are they both archers? They are. Yeah, but well, that's true. I can't charge her. Charge.
Give her that bite and make her nauseated forever.
That would be really sweet.
Just say.
Don't forget your extra bonus to hit dragons.
It's added.
Just knock her out, by the way.
I-
Don't do non-lethal attacks and whatnot. She will
I'm-
probably not die.
I think she's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is most definitely a hit. What's the DC?
Push the button.
19. I totally-
She does make the save.
Damn it. Girl.
Well, her forces are quickly getting decimated here. Or rather, killed.
You could still save them if you surrendered.
Draxus snorts. She doesn't care about them.
She will lick her teeth for a moment, then look towards Terexus, saying, "How about we make this about you and me and leave the others out of this?"
There's a bit late for that, is it not? Now, when the tables have turned, you're trying to weasel your way out of it. We wanted to parley, but you said no, and now you shall reap what you sow, shall you not?
She kind of shrugs. A odd draconic shrug. I could step here and will full attack Inox. And do the bite and the claw hit for 16 points.
Right, I charged.
You charged, yeah.
Yeah. How much did you say?
16.
Okay.
I will next.
Well, let's go for a merry adventure this way. Hello, archers.
Could take movement bonus if you want to flank.
Yeah. Try to just get the +2, then just move an extra 5 feet.
That makes sense.
There's more AC. And I will bite. Just clear out all my weaponry. That one, or that one, or that one, or 2d6.
That's a miss.
That was a 2.
This guy, well, he can't hit
Actually,
anything.
John,
with his
just
bow.
say, surrender. You might still save your compatriot if you do. And I'm curious as to what Moon Clan men are doing working for Sunta.
He considers your words, looks towards the dragon, who looks unimpressed, meaning that he will continue fighting. He will 5 step here and try to poke Einavox with a spear. That did not work better. Attacks.
Well, he can get Pyramus.
That is a miss against
It's a
who?
natural one. That guy.
That guy, number 4. Okay. He
Get
gets
one.
Silent Hill.
And then Cax will go over here.
Okay. This guy will shoot at Rotax. Surely that's a good idea. I mean, it's a 20, so
Pretty good idea.
Guess that's
4
damage.
points. 5 step here.
Draxus will, look at her and say, "How do you know my name? How did you come to seek me here?"
Flanking.
She looks slightly troubled, but still determined to fight.
So you have +2 from flanking, +2 from blessing a further, +2 for a cause of Kinslayer.
Yep.
Interesting that you still fight, even though it's obvious that you can't win.
What could possibly fuel such fervor? Or is it your pride that has taken the better of you? You cannot win this.
It is more prideful to surrender when one sees what is defeated than to keep fighting on in such a pitiful way.
I could offer you a chance to live through this. You do not have to fall here.
Handsome terms, I would say.
Rexus, roll me a diplomacy check. You can get a assist from Rotax.
I'll assist.
Pretty good. We are kin, after all. We share in the same essence. Surely you do not wish to die here, slain by me, your superior brethren.
She looks very troubled and says, "Dying or winning was never the point." She continues fighting.
Then what was the point?
She does not answer.
That is a 15 damage to her. See if the lightning does anything. 9 depends on her damage
No.
resist. No, I don't think so.
Probably immune.
Expected to have at least as much as you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Hey, 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 hey!
What?
I'm having a
What?
conversation here. Come back. Fine.
Flanking.
She said no, so...
She said no.
Also remember, your head's got like 10-foot reach. You could like just look over.
I'm just talking to her. And I just skids in from the side.
3D
Well,
battle.
I'm just
gonna
saying, guys.
cover.
When my turn comes along, we're gonna have conga line.
That's true. Anna's gonna cover her claws in poison in her blood,
Okay.
and see if she can makes a nice carpet.
The claws certainly hit, and the second wing for 16 points.
Did you say you're gonna make a nice carpet?
Mm-hmm.
I
Can
like
you
that.
roll me the thing? Okay.
We don't want to kill her though, like all things considered.
When you're currently poisoning her, which is a good way to kill people,
Knocking her out. Like, none of these guys are dead.
I know.
and
We haven't
she
really put figures in between.
she does fail the save, meaning she takes 1 point of con damage.
Makes her less likely to succeed against the bite as well.
I don't know if she has to do the save twice because I hit her twice with my claws, or
That is how it works, yeah.
That is how it works.
She gets a -2 to the save.
Let's see. Secret save. She
Dude,
makes it.
I just noticed that she's not fitting my roll.
No. She will
Yeah.
5-foot step here and try to full attack Tyrexus.
Sure.
And if he dies now, that'd be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing. Tyraxus hisses at her. What is the meaning of this? Why throw your life away? Why do you serve Sunta?
And seeing how injured Terexus is, she will try to do this non-lethally.
Oh.
And misses
Oh,
terribly
she
with
hates
everything.
you. Oh, that must hurt. I kind of winces a little seeing that. Tries to spare him by bludgeoning him instead.
Don't kill her. I want to question this one. Do you hear my Volix? Don't you
Just go take an archer.
dare.
Okay, so I am flanking, and I have my +2 from blessing, which then cancels out, meaning my non-lethal takes no penalty here. Just 0
Mhm.
modifier. I will not use my cold damage because I don't know if I can make my cold damage non-lethal.
Elemental damage can't be. Unless you have that, like, meta magic feed.
So in that case, nom.
I
Critical
will-
non-lethal attack.
Bonk!
That is most definitely a hit. She is most definitely out. She also had 1 hit point.
Which actually has 17 non-lethal hit points.
She is very much unconscious.
Now you two, look to her. Look at me. Surrender.
I mean, the alternative is I come over there and just,
They surrender. As soon
What
as
about-
as the dragon goes down, they do surrender.
Wonderful.
Terexus hunches down, looking at her intently.
Yes, sir. Why don't you come over here? Stabilize your friends. They need not bleed out in the sand.
They will do as you say.
And while
Wow.
doing that, explain to me, he is of course still having the tongues active. Explain to me, why are you, Moon Clan, serving one of them?
They hesitate. One of them then turning towards you, saying, "Is she still alive?"
Does your answer depend on that?
Yes.
Why?
Because if she is, then we have promised not to talk and will continue not talking.
I
She will answer your questions.
But you are Moon Clan, aren't you?
He knows.
Fighting your own.
Roll me a perception check, Retex.
Could I get a cure light wounds on her so she doesn't bleed to death over here?
She won't
she's-
bleed to death. She's fine.
She's
She's
not
also-
bleeding out.
She also needs to make
She's
another
unconscious.
save to
She
get
got-
over the poison.
She got punched.
Yeah, as remember, I specifically called out a non-lethal attack this, which she's going to be unconscious for a few hours.
The poison maximum will take 4 con out of her, which shouldn't be enough, like unless she has less than that.
So from 1 hit point, it's not going to take her down to a negative con.
No, she's fine.
Terexus is gonna grab her body with his jaws and sort of drag her.
Did I ask for a perception check from Terexus yet?
No.
Then you may roll one now.
Wasn't the smartest dragon I've ever seen, shooting lightning at one of its own kind.
She sought me. Perhaps she thought I was alone here.
She was misinformed.
Very. Terexus
Thanks.
looks down on her.
But like while they do a little talking, can I do like a diplomacy check to try to improve my standing with these people? Talking about the Moon Clan, and even if they won't answer my questions, I can certainly.
You could do that, just making small talk. And Terexus, dragging her around, you kind of get the feeling that she doesn't feel right. Although it's difficult to pinpoint what exactly makes you think that.
Terexus frowns at her and calls over, Rakayax! Could you come over here for a second?
Yeah. Keep making sure they don't die. I'll say to them, and then. Yes. What?
He looks down at her. There's something wrong with her.
Okay, I can take a look at her with a detection of magic.
She
Then
is
you will
certainly,
use spellcraft to try to identify what things are active.
apart from the remains of the wards that she was using, you would also find the distinct proof of severe transmutation magic.
So it looks at the dragon. Says, "She is might not be a dragon."
Really? He looks at her very closely. Magic.
Yes, obviously.
He sort of curls really on the ground. Interesting. And she knew me. Yes.
The little ones don't want to talk as long as she lives. But then again, if she's no dragon, then she would make an awful zombie, I think.
Can you dispel it?
Sort of frowned and shook his head. No. Those things usually run out given time.
He nods.
I do not know specifically what sort it is. It's something that has transformed her.
Mm-hmm. Like, is there a way for a dragon to like seek out another dragon's essence or something? Like some sort of
Did I miss anything?
kind of like
She may not be a real dragon.
kind of like force sense.
I mean, have force sensing, I don't think is a thing.
Does the dragon have any sort of items on her? That sort of thing?
Oh yeah, take all the masterwork stuff from these guys.
Well, actually, let's not do that yet. Oh.
She,
But
Well, they're Moon Clan.
But
and
the
maybe
money!
they've been enslaved in some way. We'll put them back to the Moon Clan, right?
but the money.
We're not going to
Money-
bother about that.
Money is tempting. Money is very tempting.
I love.
And how
money.
can we trust them? How can we trust they're actually going to go back to our side?
Let me deal with them.
the dragon does not seem to have any equipment, even though Rachax distinctly senses the presence of at least something.
What?
A magic item, although you can't exactly tell what it is.
Just the person.
It is. She is wearing magic items under the skin coat of a dragon. She is most definitely not a dragon.
She's doing the reverse of what me and Einavox can.
It seems so.
How presumptuous.
I'll go over here and say, she's not a dragon. What is she? Who is she?
Roll me a sense motive. They do not seem surprised. They do not answer your question.
As expected. Say, you are honorable men. I had thought people like you would hesitate to fight their own. Although I suppose you did not know that we were part of the Moon Clan.
Rachax would get the feeling that they did know.
We should kill him.
We should talk to this one. Slap her around a bit. Wake up. Rachax will create
I hit
water
her-
in your face.
I'm afraid I did hit her pretty hard.
We could wait for her spell to disappear, or he could, like, wake up.
Yeah, wake her up.
Maybe we should tie her up first.
She's not gonna
What?
do anything.
Regardless, we'll splash water in her face.
Alright. In the light of the full moon, you splash water in a blue dragon's face. Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. But she does wake up after a bit of water torture. No, not damage. Healing.
I did hit her pretty bad for that, so just saying.
Oops, that was too much healing. Let me just get rid of all the mods because, Jesus.
Yeah, it's just a non-lethal. Need to wait out a bit.
But you're only healing the non-lethal damage, so.
And she looks around, still staying prone. Not looking like she has fight left in her.
Remove the glamour, the transmutation. Shows your real self.
She does smile at that ever so slightly. As she does indeed make a sort of movement with her head.
Mm-hmm.
And let me change the picture.
And explodes.
No, I think I know.
Implosion!
I think I know what's coming here.
Really?
Do you?
I might. I'm guessing in my
Almost.
mind. I'm not
I
gonna
have
say anything.
no idea what the hell is going on.
Yes, I knew it.
What?
Fucking knew it.
What?
And before you stands the exact same woman that you've been talking to in the outside again, presumably the outsider herself.
Tyraxus nods. Yes, as I thought. You knew me. You tried to hide it in the camp. But I saw it, clear as day. And you have moved circles around us even since we arrived, and now you have tested us, me specifically. Why? Who are you? And how do you know me?
On her neck you can see the red-hot glow of a magical amulet, now no longer active. She sits down properly, kind of crosses her legs, looking towards Tyraxus, pretty much ignoring the rest of you. She says, "Listen close then, Tyraxus." And she kind of changes her tone to one of a poem teller, storyteller. She says, 7 servants, spared and saved, sworn to serve for 70 years. The first of 7 saw himself a slave and swore vengeance. His head was severed, his body swallowed. 2 of 7 served diligently for 7 years, until they expired from illness. They had no family to continue their debt. 3 of 7 served, and so did their descendants. 70 years passed quickly, and they were free. The last of 7 served, and so did her daughter, and her daughter's daughter. But when the 70th year arrived, the daughter's daughter stayed. That daughter's daughter was my mother. I, too, had decided to stay, but my service was cut short.
Tyraxus' eyes
Alex
fill
looks incredulous.
and says, You. I heard of you.
That is not entirely surprising.
He nods slowly. You have traveled far from the home realm.
I have. I was looking for her. As much of an impossible task that may be. Although I will say this was the last place that I looked. I had simply given up and was ready to just live my life as comfortably as I could make it.
I would hate to interrupt, but who is this?
Tyraxus smiles slightly. This Rakayax is one of the serving families to my, my bloodline, I suppose you would call it. She was a servant of my mother, Loaralis the Blue, a dragon of some repute down deep in Assyrian. It's where I was born. My mother is gone. I know not where. I have presumed her dead. And all of the serving families as well. This, he looks down at her, is a surprise. And a good one at that.
Your mother is most likely dead. I am perhaps deluding myself, just as you might be. I have not seen her body, and I am simply went here because, well, if one were to try to distance themselves from their homeland to stay undetected, they might still want a piece of home still. This place is as comfortable and as isolated as I could think of, but my search so far has been unsuccessful.
You still serve the bloodline then?
If you would have me, then I would continue my service, yes.
Looks to Tyraxus.
Please do excuse my subterfuge. Perhaps I overstepped my boundaries a little bit. However, it would have been folly to pledge my life to a fool or weakling, even though I recognized you right away.
Traxxas nods. Insubordinate, but prudent nonetheless. He nods regally down at the woman and says, I accept you into my service.
And you really are opposing Sunta then?
Yes. Sunta must fall. Her presumption to rule over dragonkind is an affront.
She nods.
Traxxas smiles slightly. He seems very pleased.
And these, Jerkax gestures back to the Ushanti, serve you still? Why?
I do not know what they see in me, but they certainly seem to appreciate my presence and do the occasional favor, although it might be slightly more than that. Perhaps what I did today will strain our relationship, or rather my relationship with them a little bit, but they'll get over it.
Tell them that they are okay to talk to us, please. They seem to refuse to answer any questions.
She will turn over to them and say something in Shuanti.
What?
She will essentially say that you do not longer need to hold your tongue. You may talk to these as if they were me. Something along those lines.
Good. Well, guys, look back and listen to why the hell they're here and not with their clan.
They will, in short, answer that they do not really appreciate the fighting that is occurring. It is not what the tradition. It is not like the other clan wars and things. It is a war that cannot be won against an enemy that has no place here, and against an enemy that they cannot fight against. They simply left, rather than leaving into the lowlands or into the mountains as many have. These have just looked for an alternative that is not really that different.
Oh.
And this woman here, who they will call Septina, well, she has offered them a sort of delusional sanctuary, really.
Well, if they will follow her, that's fine, but they will need to know that the war is changing.
They certainly also feel hurt that they have been used in such a way by her.
They should return to the Moon Clan. There are many there waiting for them. They were right when they left, but they are now wrong in their assumptions.
The clan is uniting again.
We oppose Sunta. There are dragons aiding the old way. The spirits have come together and called us. And we have come here to defend.
We have left our secrets in the sacred cavern. We are here to aid you.
They do not entirely seem convinced.
Well, maybe they will be later. Regardless, you have your lives. You are Moon Clan, like us. We are not kinslayers.
Like two of you having that trait.
I know.
I mean, I never found kinslayers.
No?
I have the Skyborn one, not kinslayer.
Traxxas looks down at Septina and says, "Tell me what you know of the fall of my mother, Loaralis. Where were you when it happened?"
She, still essentially kneeling in front of you, will say, I know very little. I was not at your mother's lair when it happened, and to be completely honest, I still do not know what it was. I just know that I returned quite some time later to find everything gone, including you.
Traxxas nods. Yes, treachery was what happened. The people we had sworn the oaths and done the contract with betrayed us. He grits his teeth. I was cast out to wander the desert. He has a slight snarl to himself. It is a long way I have wandered to get here. He looks down at her. You may rise, Septina.
She will stand up.
Know that your service to me will be well appreciated, and together we will do great things. Oh yes. The bloodline shall be resurrected. The honor restored. He smiles.
As you mentioned the bloodline being resurrected, you can't help but notice Septina looking towards Einavox and back. Frowning.
He's gonna ignore that particular
Insult.
notion, that particular insult that might.
Einavox steps back.
And just look very sternly at her. You have
Einavox
been.
will mumbles, and there's no such thing as yellow dragons. It's a myth.
That's right. He nods. A myth. No one has proven anything.
There's no such thing as yellow dragons.
Tiamat
Silence.
does not have a yellow head. But you know, neither does she have a brown one.
You know, it is actually a myth between humans that they think that if a blue and a green mate, a yellow dragon is born.
Mhm.
But it is Einavox who's like, there's no such thing as yellow dragons.
Tyracus will fervently agree.
Nothing.
There's nothing like it. This is slander.
The funny thing is, many human has been trying to give proof of it, but every time it has been a very decayed dragon that couldn't really tell the color, but there has not been proven that green and blues can make yellow dragons.
And we
Well,
won't
now,
tell.
now I can't help but imagine Einavox whenever she gets embarrassed just reciting random facts.
Yeah, I think that's
Unrealistic.
she would basically say, there's no such thing as yellow dragons. And
Improbable.
case closed.
She said, and said, "Most pleased. You have done well for yourself, Septina, and I am pleased with all of this. Yes, very good indeed. These," he makes a gesture to the rest of the party, "these are my allies in the struggle against Sumta." He sort of looks, Ivolix, Einavox, and Rakayax. They are to be treated with respect.
She looks at each of your companions here, slightly nodding towards each. As she will then simply look back at you, slightly looking not directly at you, but rather at your feet.
Mm-hmm.
A sort of general pose of subservience. Although you can see that even behind the now slightly removed veil that she is definitely smiling in an almost mischievous manner.
So
Tyraxus
she
is
has
struggling
something
mightily
like
not to
this,
smile as well.
She had
I
a
don't
lot
see
of
the
magic
funny in
items
it.
on her, yeah?
She had... Now looking at her, you are pretty sure that what you felt was a singular magic item, which is an amulet that she is wearing around her chest. Around her neck, rather. It looks to be quite the valuable thing. It is an amulet in the motif of essentially a blue dragon, looking not unlike Tyraxus' mother.
Valuable, then.
Hands off the family heirlooms. You can take the masterwork sword and like spears of those guys down there.
Magic spear, no using those. Fine, be greedy. Keep all the artifacts for yourself.
It's a family artifact. It's been on my mind for generations.
Typical.
It is not to be pawned off to some merchant in the desert.
Perhaps there is, however, something else that would satisfy at least some of your greed, Brian Dragon. She will.
You've seen Rakaik sort of,
Look at her. Say that is
rubbing his
difficult.
hands.
If I'll take that as a promise then,
Jorgus looks down at her.
and hold you accountable.
Resources, you say?
Could you repeat that?
No, he's just saying resources.
She will gesture back towards the camp in the distance.
Sure. Let's go back to the camp. And get some resources.
Take her personal money. You get to keep that amulet. We still get compensated for our work here.
You return to the
Tested
camp.
by this one.
She is essentially leaving her retinue behind to tend to themselves.
That is fine.
So the whole idea was to gain them to aid the Moon Clan, right?
Yes.
She will then lead you back to what you presume to be her tent, a rather lavishly furnitured structure, really, and will produce a small chest containing a number of gold pieces and other valuables, gems, copper pieces,
Mm-hmm.
with a total value of 2,000 gold pieces.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's what I think whenever someone said a number, it's like, it can be something hilariously small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's 4 gold pieces. one each.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Exactly.
Well, that would be 500 gold pieces a piece.
Sure.
You can split.
Sounds good to me.
I like
I'm
500
interested to see
gold.
the value of that amulet. Might be the thing that makes her into a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Might be quite the penny.
No, you're not to pawn that off. It belonged to my mother.
I get to call some powerful magic item in the future then.
So someone's being sentimental.
And she will, if asked about that particular topic, she will tell mostly Tyrexis that this amulet was, in fact, a gift of your father's to my mother. He wanted to
Frowns.
make sure that my mother understood what she was getting herself into when she pledged service, even though she was essentially free. And it often helps to regard things from a different perspective. I don't think, however, that your father expected his gift to, in fact, reinforce my mother's decision. It is certainly valuable, but perhaps not as useful as you may think. It only works during the light of the full moon.
It's like a were-dragon thing. Well, how much would it be worth?
I mean,
20, 40,000?
40,000.
a praise check. Of course, Rakaix has the best appraise check. Well,
Obviously, I
most
know.
of the value of the item would certainly come from its material. It's a mix of platinum and gold. So it would certainly fetch a pretty penny.
Like 40,000, 60,000?
Like 4,000.
Oh, okay. That's not that much. Still, it's clearly an artifact of the ages, so the next one we find.
Yeah, unless the rest of the party is outraged at the fact
Oh,
it would be nice that
Sounds like a special
I
thing.
I could keep the family heirloom.
Yeah, I might make jokes about it, but you can keep it.
All right then.
remember, everyone take your 500 gold.
Yeah.
Does she have more information to share to us about Sunta and all the other stuff going on here? How long has she been in these parts?
She will inform you that she has been here for 2 years now. So a good time into Sunta's reign here. She will also inform you that she doesn't really know too much about Sunta. She has intentionally kept her distance. She has occasionally tried to find out if perhaps your mother was somehow involved or kept prisoner or something by Sunta. But it's difficult really to get much information if you're human. And while the Midsummer Feast certainly sounds like a good opportunity to just take a peek, it unfortunately doesn't happen during the night of a full moon. So she can't really sneak into that.
I'm curious, would it work on a cloudy night? Because I can imagine it just like turning cloudy and her just turning back in the middle of the hall.
There are few clouds in the Cinderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday I'll learn to control the weather and then call like a rainstorm, monsoon rain here. See what happens.
Terraform.
I guess that would be an enormous mudslide down the rise.
That'll be catastrophic, probably.
For the lowlands, yes.
Yes.
Suckers. Banishing my people.
There is a reason control weather is a level 7 spell.
Yeah. Regardless, seems like we should send these people packing back to... I mean, do they want to stay here? I guess they could.
No, we should. We're trying to unite, so
Yeah.
we should ask them to head back and rejoin with Moonhide.
Sure. Septina will inform you that it probably will take a few days to get ready to travel, especially with most of her people wounded at this point. But she'll make her way over there in a
That's
week,
right.
perhaps.
That's great.
We should, rest for this day and then leave tomorrow.
Yes, we're gonna. Does she know anything about the Sun Clan camp in the south?
No.
Okay.
I guess we rest up.